Welcome, everybody, to Awesome Pot Arvada Edition.
This show is packed with a lot of really people that are out in our community doing great things. We're going to do a check-in with Shanna.
This is a little different scenario for you journalists.
Very different.
Yeah,
I prefer to be behind the scenes.
And Maureen Phair.
Maureen,
with
Mo.
With AURA.
Yep.
Thank you for
Thanks for
having
coming on. What do you think about our Torso Rags sign here, by the way? The guys at
Beautiful.
Torso Rags made it.
After that, I'm really excited to talk to Chief John Greer, serving our Arvada Fire community.
Ladies, we have a man in uniform coming on set.
How you doing? Thanks for having me on.
No, thank you so much for joining us today. And then also another man in uniform, Reverend John Anderson.
Good morning. I cannot believe you have this much energy at this time of the day, Katie.
It is the Hunters Bay spicy chai that helps. And then hopefully...
Have we seen Carl Campanella yet? No. Tell us about your hidden talent.
Okay, so I am a person who doodles.
You're a doodler.
I'm a doodler. I've been doodled my entire life.
Tell us a little bit more about today's Arvada Fire.
So probably one of the least things we do is fight fire.
How long have you been a part of the Arvada community?
I've lived here since 1990 and been serving Trinity Presbyterian Church since that time. Trinity is on the corner of Vance Drive and Wadsworth, just south of 80th Avenue. We have about 225 members in our church.
We just have to have you on the show because we're the hyper-local news show here, so we got to know what the news is, what the scuttlebutt is around town.
So I have a blotter. It's a calendar that sits on my desk, and I spend a lot of time on the phone, a few hours every day, and while I'm on the phone I doodle, and I keep my calendars because I like to go back and see, and so I have a whole bunch of them. And
I mean, these things are so good, I think we should auction them off. They're just wonderful.
We're the medical provider for the city of Arvada. We do the ambulance transports. We have paramedics on those that provide advanced life support. We do hazardous materials, tech rescue, wildland, water rescue.
The Industrial Areas Foundation. Can you talk a little bit about IAF?
It's a community organizing foundation that brings together faith communities, houses of worship, and they work in collaboration to bring the community together to discern what are the needs in our community and then how they might empower our community to work together to address those needs.
You are in the news quite often. Growth and development is a big topic here in Arvada, and you're right at the center of it.
they're claiming that the city violated its own laws in reference to a land development code. So on April 16th, Dave Chandler and Arvada for All the People filed a lawsuit with Jefferson County Courts against the city of Arvada, Arvada Urban Renewal, and Trammell Crow.
We'll have Maureen Phair on in a couple of minutes here. Maybe she has any. She's shaking her head no. She has no comment.
Yeah, I don't know if they're allowed to talk about it since it's a legal proceeding. What we do is we remediate blight in the city of Arvada, and we do it by partnering with the private sector. What happens is there is areas of our town that the development community isn't interested in coming in, and they sit there and they stagnate. And so what we do is we work with the developer to get their interest and to help with some of the infrastructure costs of these developments to get them to happen.
Headline number 2
Yes.
was...
We have an election every other year in May on the first Tuesday, and to elect board members, and we have that coming up May 8th.
We've got one more example. Solana, folks may know. So here's a before picture of the site, and then looking current day after picture. Again, so you can kind of just get a good sense of what we're talking about when we say blight in urban renewal.
Keith Villa, he's a longtime Arvada resident, Pomona graduate. He is creating a cannabis-infused beer.
Oh, yes. We mentioned this on the podcast the other week. This is the founder of Blue Moon, right? One of the founders?
Correct. Yeah, he's the creator of Blue Moon. Yep, worked 30-something years with Molson Coors. He lives here in Arvada.
Talk to us just about the other perspective of folks that seem to be so resistant to what you are doing day in and day out.
Well, I think right now the entire metro area is a little tired of development. We have gone through a prolonged period of growth, and development is happening everywhere. And there's a lot of people moving here, so traffic is getting crowded. And I think that there is a backlash against development.
It's a trust-building relationship as we've been gathering people who care about the community, and then we've been going out into the community and actually listening to people. So in March, we did a school walk for the neighborhood of Peck Elementary School. We had about 60 people. We knocked on over 400 doors, had 150 conversations, and began to listen for themes that are emerging in our community, and also looking for people who want to work together for our community, who want to be a partner.
The Car Fest is in August, and what that is a fundraiser for what's called Friends of Arvada Fire. They're a group that supports the firefighters, and recently they bought Nomex hoods for the firefighters to wear when they fight fire for us.
That sounds important.
So I went to see Sunday in the Park with George at the Arvada Center last night.
How was it?
It was great. It was, very professional, really well done. It's a story about George Surratt. He's a punctillious painter. The show runs through May 6th.
Through May 6th.
Highly recommend it.
You can still get your tickets at the Arvada Center.
So the May 12th is the Thompson Community Walk.
Right. May 12th, Saturday, 9 a.m. to noon. And so we'll be walking a smaller neighborhood around Thompson Elementary School. And then in August, we're going to be walking the Arvada K through 8 neighborhood as well on August 4th.
Then we have the Arvada Safety Days in September, which is a joint effort between the State Patrol will be there, Arvada Police, Arvada Fire, St. Anthony's Flight for Life helicopter.
How many shows would you say you've been to at the Arvada Center?
I have to admit that this was my first one.
That was your first one?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, it's
it's
really
a great
great.
facility.
The last thing we have going on is a Youth Fire Academy in June, and sign up is going on right now. You can sign up through our website, which is arvadafire.com. And we take kids and we show them what we do as firefighters for a few days, and they get to spend a few days with us and give the parents a break for the summer, and we have a ball with it.
Thank you for sharing your hidden talent with us, Mo.
Thank you, Chief, for your time.
All right, well, thank you for having me on.
Thanks, Katie, and thanks for bringing the community together today.
Thank you for having me. See you later.